This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute professional medical advice. Please consult with your doctor or a qualified healthcare specialist before starting any new vitamins or supplements mentioned in this video. Use of this information is at your own risk. Imagine a Sunday morning that feels like any other. The sun is filtering through the curtains, the house is quiet, and you feel perfectly fine. You stand up to walk to the kitchen, perhaps just to grab a glass of water. You take a step, a simple motion you have repeated millions of times in your life without a second thought. But this time, something is different. There is no warning, no sharp pain beforehand to alert you, just a sudden, sickening snap that echoes in the quiet room. In a fraction of a second, gravity takes over and your world collapses. You are on the floor, staring up at the ceiling, realizing with a cold dread that your hip, your femur, the very pillar of your independence has given way. This isn't just an unfortunate accident. It is a biological collapse that has been building up for years, silently, right under your nose. It is the moment every older adult fears, the moment life changes from freedom to dependency. Welcome to EldraFit Nutrition. It's a pleasure to have you with us today. We need to have a serious conversation about what led to that imaginary yet all too real moment. Most people believe that bones break because of a lack of calcium or simply because of old age. But the truth is far more disturbing. There is a silent syndrome affecting millions of people over the age of 60, a condition I call the hollow leg. You look in the mirror, and you see legs that look relatively normal. They still carry you from room to room. But inside, the dense, fibrous muscle tissue that acts as the primary shock absorber for your bones is slowly being eroded. It is being replaced by fat, and worse, by emptiness. You are walking on pillars that are slowly turning to sand. And the most terrifying part of this reality? You might be accelerating this process every single morning at your breakfast table. You believe you are doing everything right. You eat your eggs because you know you need protein. You eat your greens because you have been told they are healthy. But what if I told you that a specific combination of these healthy foods is actually creating a chemical trap in your body? What if the way you are combining your breakfast is locking away the minerals your bones desperately need to survive? You might be feeding your stomach, but you are starving your legs. This hidden nutritional mistake is draining the strength from your lower body, leaving you vulnerable to that one fatal step. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how to stop this silent thief before it takes your mobility forever. If you value your independence and want to uncover the truth about aging with strength, please hit that subscribe button right now. Your support gives us the motivation to keep researching and bringing you these life-saving insights that you won't hear anywhere else. Before we reveal the science that could save your legs, I want you to pause and reflect on your own body right now. Be honest with yourself. I want you to answer this question in the comments below. When you walk up a flight of stairs or stand in line for more than 10 minutes, what do you feel first? Option A, my breathing gets heavy, but my legs feel fine and sturdy. Option B, my legs feel heavy, tired, or shaky, even if I am not out of breath. Type A or B in the comments below. Your answer reveals more about your internal health than you might think, and it will help you understand the crucial information coming next. Now that you have assessed the sensation in your legs, we must face a hard truth about the biology of aging. There is a massive contradiction in modern nutrition for seniors that is rarely discussed. You are likely eating more protein than ever before because you've been told it is the key to muscle preservation. You know that eggs are the gold standard for muscle repair, containing the essential amino acids required to rebuild tissue. So why, despite eating eggs and meat, do your thighs still shrink? Why does the skin around your knees start to sag? Why do you feel less stable with each passing year? The answer lies in a biological law that changes the moment you cross the threshold of 60. It is the law of bioavailability. When you were 30, your body was a raging furnace. You could throw almost anything into it: steak, heavy meals, raw vegetables, and your powerful stomach acid would disintegrate it, extracting every ounce of nutrition to fuel your muscles. But time changes the chemistry of your gut. Your stomach acid production naturally declines. your digestive enzymes become slower and less efficient. This creates a tragic paradox. You are well fed, but your legs are starving. Think about the anatomy of your body. Your legs are the furthest point from your digestive system and your heart. They require a strong, nutrient-rich blood flow to maintain their density and function. But if your digestive system cannot fully break down the complex proteins you are eating because the environment in your stomach has changed, those amino acids never make it to the muscle tissue in your thighs and calves. Instead of becoming strength, that expensive, high-quality protein becomes a burden. It passes through you, or worse, causes digestive stress, without ever rebuilding the micro tears in your leg muscles. You might look down at the scale and see that your weight is the same, giving you a false sense of security. Do not be fooled. That weight is no longer protective muscle. It is likely intramuscular fat, filling the spaces where strong tissue used to be. This is why you can eat a high-protein diet and still struggle to stand up from a low chair. It is not about what you swallow. It is about what your aging body can actually process. And this processing is being sabotaged not just by the decline in acid, but by the very environment you create in your stomach during a meal. The tragedy is that your legs are crying out for nourishment, begging for the building blocks to keep you upright, but the delivery system has failed. And as we are about to discover, certain foods you consider healthy are actively blocking the repair crews from doing their job. We must now confront a specific chemical reality that is often the missing link between a healthy diet and a frail body. You have understood that protein digestion slows down, but there is a second, more cunning thief operating inside your system. To build a leg that can withstand a fall, or better yet, prevent one, you need more than just muscle fiber. You need a skeletal structure that is dense and unyielding, and you need nerve signaling that is lightning fast to catch your balance. This requires a precise cocktail of minerals: calcium for bone density, magnesium for muscle relaxation, and zinc for tissue repair. You likely believe you're getting these from your leafy greens, your whole grains, and your beans. This is where the betrayal happens. In the world of nutrition for those over 60, not all healthy foods are your friends. Many of the vegetables and grains you have been told to eat contain natural compounds known as anti-nutrients, specifically oxalates and phytates. In a younger body with robust digestion, these are easily managed. But in your current system, they act like powerful magnets. When you consume a spinach salad rich in oxalates alongside a calcium source, or a bowl of bran cereal high in phytates, a chemical reaction occurs in your digestive tract. These compounds bind tightly to the minerals in your meal, forming an insoluble complex that your body cannot absorb. Imagine you are eating a meal to strengthen your hip bones. The calcium is there on your fork, but the moment it enters your system alongside a high oxalate food, it is handcuffed. It never enters your bloodstream. It never reaches the neck of your femur where it is needed most. Instead, it is flushed out of your body as waste. You are physically eating the nutrients, but your bones are starving for them. This is the silent robbery of the elderly body. Over time, this chronic lack of absorption forces your body to make a desperate choice. To keep your heart beating and your blood chemistry stable, it begins to leach calcium from your own bones. Your diet isn't just failing to build you up. Because of these mismatches, it is actively breaking you down. The result is a sensation of cramping in the calves at night, a sign of magnesium deficiency, and a hollowness in the bones that you won't feel until the moment they shatter. This is not fear-mongering. It is the chemistry of improper food pairing. This chemical chaos in your gut leads us directly to a physical sensation you may know all too well. Have you ever woken up, swung your legs out of bed, and felt as though you were wearing invisible ankle weights? You try to walk, but your legs feel heavy, sluggish, almost as if you are wading through deep mud. You might dismiss this as simple fatigue or the stiffness of age, but it is actually a warning siren from your circulatory system. The connection between your gut health and the blood flow to your legs is profound, and it is mediated by one dangerous factor: inflammation. When you consume food combinations that your aging digestive tract struggles to process, perhaps raw, fibrous vegetables that ferment because of low stomach acid, you create a state of chronic, low-grade inflammation in the gut. Your body perceives this indigestion as a threat, an internal injury that must be managed. In a survival response, your body diverts its resources. It directs blood flow and energy toward the core to manage the digestive stress and cool the inflammation. This is a biological triage. Your vital organs get priority, and your extremities, specifically your legs, pay the price. This diversion of blood flow is devastating for muscle tissue. Your leg muscles are the largest in the body and require a constant, robust supply of oxygen and nutrients to maintain their tone and responsiveness. When inflammation redirects that flow, your legs are essentially put on a starvation ration. They become cold. They accumulate metabolic waste because the circulation isn't strong enough to flush it out. This causes that heavy, lead-like sensation. It causes swelling around the ankles. It makes every step feel like a monumental effort. You are not losing the will to walk. Your physiology is physically preventing you from moving with ease. This creates a vicious cycle. The heavier your legs feel, the less you move. The less you move, the more muscle you lose, and the weaker the circulation becomes. You are trapped in a downward spiral, all triggered by what is happening in your stomach. But you can break this cycle. You can lift the weight off your legs, but only if you change the way you fuel them. This is the turning point where fear transforms into action. You are not destined to crumble, and your legs are not destined to fail you. The solution to regaining your stability lies in a strategy I call nutrient liberation. You must stop fighting your aging digestion and start working with it. The first step is to unlock the minerals trapped inside your vegetables. You must change your relationship with raw food. While a raw spinach salad seems healthy for a body over 60, it is a vault locked tight with oxalates. By simply steaming, boiling, or fermenting your vegetables, you break down those chemical handcuffs. Heat destroys the anti-nutrients that steal your calcium. When you cook your greens properly, you are not just making them softer to chew. You are physically releasing the magnesium and calcium so they can travel to your femur and tibia. Next, you must master the art of the carrier. Protein cannot rebuild your legs alone. It needs a vehicle. This is where the fear of fat must end. Your eggs are a powerhouse, but the vitamins essential for bone density, vitamin D and vitamin K, are fat-soluble. If you eat a dry, hard-boiled egg on toast, you are missing the opportunity. You must pair that protein with a high-quality fat, like a slice of avocado or a drizzle of olive oil. This fat acts as a transport system, stimulating your gallbladder to release bile, which then dissolves these critical vitamins and carries them directly into your bloodstream. Without the fat, the bone-building nutrients simply pass through you. Finally, respect the volume of your intake. Your digestive fire is lower now, so do not smother it with massive meals. Shift to smaller, nutrient-dense portions that leave you feeling light, not lethargic. When your stomach is not overwhelmed, your body does not need to divert blood flow away from your legs to manage digestion. The result is immediate. You will feel a lightness return to your step. You are no longer dragging your feet, you are fueling them. This is how you eat to stand tall. We began this conversation with a terrifying sound, the snap of a bone that signals the end of independence. But I want to leave you with a different image. I want you to imagine yourself 5, 10, even 15 years from now. You are walking through a park, or perhaps you are simply navigating your own home with total confidence. You step off a curb, and your leg meets the ground with a solid, unshakable thud. Your muscles absorb the impact. Your bones hold firm. You continue walking without a second thought. This future is not a fantasy. It is a biological possibility that you build with every single meal. The journey to strong legs after 60 is not about expensive supplements or grueling hours in the gym. It is about the quiet, daily intelligence of your food choices. It is about understanding that your body has changed and having the grace to change with it. We often think of aging as a process of loss of strength, loss of speed, loss of flexibility, but it can also be a process of refinement. You are no longer eating mindlessly. You are eating with precision. You are treating your digestion with the respect it deserves, and in return, it is giving you the minerals you need to stay upright. The profound lesson here is that your body is always on your side. Even when your legs feel heavy, even when your joints ache, Your body is communicating with you. It is telling you that the current strategy isn't working. By shifting from raw to cooked, from isolated protein to synergistic pairing, you are answering that call. You are proving that fragility is not inevitable. You are choosing to be the architect of your own stability. Every time you steam your vegetables, every time you add healthy fat to your eggs, you are casting a vote for your own freedom. You are telling gravity that you are not ready to fall. The lesson: adaptability is the highest form of strength. The strategies that work for you at 40 will not work at 60 because the internal environment has shifted. True health comes from accepting this change and adapting your methods rather than stubbornly clinging to old habits that no longer serve you. How to apply this today? Look at your very next meal. If you are planning to have eggs, ask yourself, where is the fat to carry the vitamins? If you are planning to have greens, ask yourself, have I cooked them enough to release the minerals? Make just one of these adjustments today. Steam your spinach instead of eating it raw. Add a teaspoon of olive oil to your eggs. These micro decisions are the foundation of your future mobility. I want to hear from you in the comments below, as your experience helps our entire community learn. Which of these small changes will you try for your breakfast tomorrow? A. Cooking your vegetables instead of eating them raw. Or B. Adding healthy fat like olive oil or avocado to your eggs. Please type cooking or adding fat in the comments. I read every single one. If you found value in this video and want to protect your independence as you age, please subscribe to the channel right now. We have so much more to share about unlocking the potential of your body after 60. Thank you for watching, and here is to your strength.